Vietnam, one of Asia's biggest consumers of wildlife products, has suspended all imports of wild animal species, dead or alive, their eggs, parts or derivatives, and vowed to eliminate illegal markets across the country.
Here's a summary of the article.
Vietnam, one of Asia's biggest consumers of wildlife products, has suspended all imports of wild animal species, dead or alive, and vowed to eliminate illegal markets across the country. Vietnam, one of Asia's biggest consumers of wildlife products, has suspended all imports of wild animal species, dead or alive. The country will also resolutely eliminate market and trading sites which trade wildlife illegally, the edict said, warning of a crackdown on the poaching, trafficking, storing and advertising of animals, birds and reptiles. Anti-trafficking group Freeland hailed the move as the most stringent to control the wildlife trade since the pandemic broke out. Vietnam is to be congratulated for recognizing that COVID-19 and other pandemics are linked to the wildlife trade, said Stephen Glaster, its chairman. China, the world's biggest market for illegal wildlife products, has enacted a similar ban. Vietnam has gone further by taking aim at online sales and imposing an indefinite ban on the trade.
This post received a score of 21,000, with an upvote ratio of 98%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Vietnam has vowed to deal with the illegal wildlife trade for years now. I recommend reading Poached. It's a great book and a piece of investigative journalism into these countries still heavily involved in illegal wildlife trade. Multiple pieces of anecdotal evidence is brought to light from interviews, but there is also concrete statistical evidence showing that ultimately nothing has changed in regards to illegal wildlife trade except the fact that the market has gotten increasingly more expensive as these animals are driven to extinction. Obviously, I'm happy that there is at least a performative effort to stop illegal trade. It brings awareness to the issue, and in a small percentage of cases people actually get put away in jail for breaking these laws.
My understanding is Vietnam remains one of the very worst offenders and home to a significant part of the illegal wildlife cartel's activity. We're seeing lots of lip service from Asian nations but little concrete action, as you rightly state. And so many remain blissfully ignorant in the West. I had high hopes the pandemic would result in meaningful changes given the origin and threat this trade poses for future disease transmission. But it's tragically not actually working out like that.
Thanks for this. This post was cross-posted to our Vietnam, and anyone questioning Vietnam's success or saying it won't work will be downvoted to oblivion. It's sad that we can't have this kind of thought on the subreddit dedicated to Vietnam.
Trying to go legit. Trying to one-up China to make it look more appealing to investors. Good point, but they're already appealing to investors.
Yeah, but they're competing with other East and South Asian countries. There are few candidates that are already working on getting companies that want to leave China in their field. So they need to find some kind of edges that makes them stand out.
Vietnam seems to be reaping the benefit of being the next manufacturer. Most of it is going to Vietnam anyways because of the extensive reforms they've been doing for the past 10 years or so.
Well, Vietnam wouldn't be where it is if it would look at the prospects and just dust of their hands with a hearty, well, we're good, we don't need to do anything. They are going to work for their edge. It's not like the other countries are horrible. Vietnam can slip up at any time, and thus it's better to do your best to be the best, even if you think you're already good.
I'm Vietnamese. Haven't been back since 2008. Granted, a lot can happen in 12 years, but if you guys think Vietnam is some sort of bastion of government ethics and responsibility, I have something to sell you. Corruption is rampant and the government issues propaganda that makes them look good without any basis in reality.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.